We are live.
Well, good. Well, thank you. With that, thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us on a rather quick turnaround. Sure appreciate everyone's time. We'll start. Jasmine, please take roll.
Yes, Chair Buchanan,
I'm here.
Regent Bao,
He is excused this afternoon.
Regent Dombrowski,
I'm here.
Regent Southworth,
Here.
Regent Fulford,
Here.
Regent Hoyer,
Here.
Regent Mortensen,
Here.
Commissioner Christian,
I'm here.
Governor Gianforte being represented by Dylan Clapmeyer,
Here.
and Superintendent Headland is excused.
Excellent. Thanks for everyone for joining us. Dylan, appreciate you being on the call. Always appreciate your participation. Before we jump into the item for discussion today, I do just want to take a minute to congratulate Regent Fulford, Regent Hoyer, and Regent Mortensen on a very successful confirmation hearing yesterday. No doubt in our minds that you would represent this board and our mission with the level of expertise and enthusiasm that was clear during that process. And no doubt that helped strengthen our relationship with both the legislature and the executive branch. Thank you for your willingness to do that. And as Senator Fuller pointed out, an important confirmation for the state, no question. The overwhelmingly positive comments and hearing the unanimous passage of your confirmation from the committee onto the broader Senate certainly indicates we're in good position to negotiate and work with our partners. We look forward to the full confirmation hearing. And again, I just can't overstate it, both personally and professionally, what a pleasure it is to get the opportunity to work with the three of you and the rest of the members of the board. So thanks for going for that process. Okay, kind of an exciting stage in a process that's been ongoing. Today, we have an opportunity to move forward with the process that began shortly after MSU President Cruzado announced her retirement plans last August. And a lot of effort has gone into this. I want to review that just a second. As we know, a diverse presidential search advisory committee was seated and under the leadership of Commissioner Christian and the consultants with Greenwood, Asher and Associates, held a series of listening sessions on campus last fall to ensure that the committee had a thorough understanding of what our stakeholders, our campus constituencies, were looking for with a new president. Clearly one of the more important jobs in the state. The search advisory committee used that information to build a profile, help build a position profile, and put the word out. And we had just a fantastic bundle of applications for consideration. We're really excited about that. After a robust and thoughtful vetting process, which included numerous interviews and discussion, the committee invited 2 candidates to visit campus last week to meet with staff, faculty, students, alumni, and of course, members of the public. Each campus visit included an open forum during which any participant could ask the questions of the finalists. And after the review of those full gauntlet days for our 2 candidates, the committee encouraged across the campus constituencies feedback, get comments through a survey link. The presidential website was on our website. And that group has carefully considered all of the comments that they've received. I again want to thank and deeply express my deep appreciation to Commissioner Christian for chairing the committee and to the committee members. This is no small task, and the updates that I would receive from our colleagues, Regent Fulford and Regent Dombrowski, the process, the integrity of the process was very important to maintain, and we feel very confident that we did a good job of getting the messages that each of these candidates brought to the conversation. 2 last week's campus visits, and on a personal note, being lucky enough to be on campus during those, the enthusiasm was palpable. It was really exciting to see the quality of folks seeking this opportunity and then giving us the opportunity to ultimately make a decision, which has brought us together today. So for sake of the agenda, this is something that we've deemed of personal privacy, so we will be breaking to executive session. But before we do that, we're required to ask for public comment. I know members of the campus communities are on board to encourage any comments at this stage. So with that, I would call for any public comment. Public comment may be offered on items on this meeting's agenda or on any other matter, not on the agenda, but under the jurisdictions of the Board of Regents. Please limit verbal comment to 3 minutes. Written public comment is also can be made through emailing Jasmine Casanovas at jcasanovas@montana.edu. See that at the bottom of the screen there. Would look forward and welcome any input there. So before I ask any members of the board, before we open it up for that public comment, I guess I should ask any members of the board or members on the call have any comments they wish to make before we jump into public comment. Okay, seeing none. Is there any public comment?
Chair Buchanan, I do not see any public comment.
Thank you, Jasmine. We'll call again. Any public comment? Final call. Any public comment to be provided before we break to executive session?
Seeing none.
Appreciate that, Jasmine. Thanks for always keeping us in line. The board will now convene in a closed executive session to discuss the finalists and the committee recommendation. We have determined that the discussion of the finalists involves individual privacy rights that outweigh the public's right to know, and we are closing the session to ensure confidentiality. The board will adjourn at the end of executive session. This may go down as the quickest Board of Regents meeting that I've at least facilitated. And again, want to thank everybody for getting us here. With that, we'll adjourn. Members of the board, you received a second link for the executive session. We'll talk to you all in a few minutes. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.